Welcome back to Life and Tribe Podcast. This is episode 254, banter episode. Good to be back with the boys on a banter episode after a little European vacation for me. On this episode, we talked a bit about my European vacation. We talked a lot about BPN and Nick Bear, which was interesting. And we also talked about Scotty's goal for the Bayshore Marathon. Is he going to break 230, 232? Talked about my McKirdy race coming up in 4.5 weeks, Danny running Boston, all sorts of stuff. So really fun episode. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, please leave a review, drop a comment, share with a friend. We'll catch you on 255. When we're running through Norton Commons or the Pewee Valley area in Louisville, Kentucky, it's pretty easy to spot Mason Construction Home. The attention to detail, the quality, the stunning design, you can't miss it. It stands out. We aren't just saying that either. Our own co-host Scotty trusted Mason Construction to build his forever home, and he and his family couldn't be happier. Don't tell Scotty this, but we're at his house a lot because we love the home. He's all right too, though. If you live in the Louisville or Southern Indiana area and are thinking about building your forever home or doing a remodel, there is nobody else to trust with this project than Mason Construction. The link to their website is in our show notes. Click on the request information option and start the conversation about what your forever home could look like.
Oh, dude.
Perfect timing. Chris,
Perfect.
is your mic plugged in?
Plugged in, bro. Dom.
Hell yeah. Boys, we're back. I feel like we haven't had a banter. What?
It's not. I'm going to come back.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm drinking
Modelo from the top. Ooh, you cranking that?
genuinely. Danny's hitting the non-alcoholic. I'm hitting the alcoholic. But honestly, Modelo is like water. I think it's like 4% alcohol. I don't even know. 4.4%.
There was a time when Bud Light got canceled that Modelo turned into the best-selling beer in America. But now I think Bud Light is back because Shane Gillis drinks it on TV.
Yeah. Smart by Bud Light.
True.
What was the reason Bud Light got canceled? Didn't they get kind of woke and then people didn't like it or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It was...
We don't do politics on this podcast, but I was just curious.
Yeah, just know we are wide awake on this podcast.
Wide.
Dude, I tell you what. When we're like 50 and we're still doing this podcast, we're on like episode like 20,007. Let's just switch from a running podcast to like straight politics.
Good. Dude, it's working for Rogan. He's still number one. He's all politics, pretty much.
What do you think, Dan? Are you in?
Let's just say I skipped the State of the Union address the other night.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was happening.
My dad sent me a text and reminded me, but I didn't watch it. But yeah, I saw
You
some
did
funny
watch
clips.
it.
Saw some funny clips for sure. So
Wait, I thought you did watch it.
no, I didn't watch it. So
Gosh, I might need a second Modelo. This thing slaps.
dude, Modelo. Here's the thing about Modelo, and I know this because I'm married into a Mexican family. Modelo in a can is like not nearly as good as the bottle, and I have no idea why. That's probably a total placebo. But something about the bottle and the shape of that bottle, it just slaps in that bottle.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Right. It slaps right down that gullet.
It's like the squatness of the bottle does, like, you know how you drink wine, red wine, out of like a different glass than like champagne, you know? The wide girth of the Modelo bottle lets the beer breathe and bubble.
Can you rewind? Yeah. Can you say that one more time?
Can you be
a little more, little closer to the mic?
Straight. I'm gonna need you to go back and bleep that out.
Oh, that's fine. I think we're talking about drinking beer. It's fine.
Talking about drinking beer.
Did you just say girth?
I said the G word.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, I said ball to the wall last night. Also, highlight of the day. I feel a lot better. I don't know how, but I feel a lot better. It's because I just had a man cold.
Dude, Danny, last night I've been thinking about buying some of those athletics just for like carbs.
Yeah, I like them, man. I get them at Costco. They have a 24 pack. It's like 2 12 packs, 2 different flavors. The blue is better than the orange, honestly, but both good.
Yeah, they have like a blonde one or something. I don't know.
You like the orange better, Scotty?
So much better.
Really?
Huh. The blue is like, it reminds me of like a West 6 IPA. Pretty much only people like in this area will know that. But it's like really hoppy, like really, really hoppy.
I think the orange one's more hoppy. Dude, we should trade all my oranges for all your blues, and then we'll both be happy. Speaking of that,
I will do that. in a heartbeat. Continue, Danny. Your hand is raised. Yes. What do you want?
Chris, did you get my care package from Cheston?
What? No.
Did I give it to him?
I haven't seen Cheston in a while, so
I'm pretty sure I gave Cheston all my leftover Inerza.
Oh, you did?
And
I would love that.
I had a ton.
Oh, I will use that. I used it this morning. It was great.
Striegel, I literally have a full thing that has the wrap on it for you.
Yeah,
just ask.
I did too.
The listeners of the pod send me their open bottles, so yeah, I'm the Inerza guy, I guess.
After I started having heart issues, I stopped taking as much caffeine.
Do you take a ton of caffeine still?
I did 600 the last time I did Inerza.
That's too much, yeah. You do have an afternoon latte a lot though.
Oh yeah, I'm a 2 latte a day guy.
If I go afternoon latte, you got to do the chai tea.
Oh, dude, I did that today. Yeah,
chai tea?
Tea chai tea chai tea.
There's a lot of teas, Danny.
Yeah, shout out to the guy that hates when we say chai tea. Also, shout out to the guy who 2 podcasts ago said that he couldn't get through 5 minutes of it. I hope you got through this 5 minutes, bro.
And in 5 minutes right now, he's gone.
You did it.
He's
you
gone.
did
He's
it.
Gone.
He's gone, bro.
He's gone.
You did it, bro.
We
You made it through
him.
5 minutes of the pod. So
yes.
Honestly, that's all we need for it to count as a listen. So I appreciate you making it 5 minutes.
Yeah, on Apple it counts 30 seconds. So if you made it 30 seconds, thank you.
That's all we need. Next
That's all
time.
we need.
Next time, just cut it at 30 seconds. That's all we need from you, brother.
It's all we need. A life in stride. You just got to last 30 seconds.
Dude, I got an update. I got a fun update for you guys. So for people that don't know, we started this podcast from a group chat we're in called the OTQ Boys group chat. And what's so funny?
With a Z.
Why are you laughing at me?
OTQ Boys with a Z. Email us. OTQboys@gmail.com.
Which pisses me off.
Yeah, but it's like at this point it'd be really hard to change it because like a lot of people know that. But anyway, it's fine. We could. But anyway, so in this group chat we have like us 3, Cheston, Eric Stotterman, who's one of our coaches, Chris Sadler, Sam Bland, like I'm trying to think who else I'm missing. D Roney, of course.
I mean, I think the people of the podcast, if you're a super fan, you know all the people in the chat.
You know, yeah. So we every week in that chat we do Wednesday waffles. So you send like a 1 to 3 minute update on like what's going on in your life, work update, personal life, whatever is going on with you. We share the ups and downs. And this week, Eric Stotterman, one of our coaches who I coach, in his super windy waffle that like no one could understand, he said, "I don't care what Chris writes me. I'm just gonna like go way harder than whatever he writes me." So I was like, dang, that's crazy work, bro. But he called me today and we like chatted that over, and he said like he still wants me to write the workouts, but he just like wants me to up the intensity and like volume. Like he wants to like make a huge push for sub 230. So yeah, it sounded like he was in the waffle. It was like, oh, I'm not going to follow anything you say, but it was more like, let's just like kind of raise the bar a little bit. So yeah, so that's my coaching update for Stotterman, bro.
He's calling you soft.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. So he wants a little
honestly
harder training. So
respect. Danny he's in the season of grind. Striegel is in the season of grind. Stotterman's in the season of grind. Boys, it's like 2026 is, every year I'm like, is this going to be a good year? 2025 was sick. 2026 is sick.
Yeah.
I got to say, we're having a much better H1 of 2026 than we were of 2025.
What was going on?
Me and Danny, I remember looking at Danny like 5 months into we podcasted about it of 2025, and me and Danny were like in tears, and we're like, we got to turn the ship around, like the Titanic's got to turn around, and we ended up turning the ship around, bro.
We had a great H2 of 2025. H1 was not great, but H2 we rallied, we came back, and we got the come from behind victory.
Oh, numbers were bad. H1 of 25?
No, life.
the life was bad. I don't even
Yeah.
remember what was going on at that point.
I don't either at this point, and that just goes to show how irrelevant things are. Things come, trials come, and they pass in the way. Maybe this can begin our philosophical talk of the day.
Danny, this is interesting actually because I know what was going on in your life. It was like, I can't remember. Like I think Fee had just started her job, and then like everything was just a lot. And then you were thinking about starting a new job, and then the freaking tornado came through St. Louis.
Yeah.
And drowned your apartment, like took the roof off, and it just like flooded it. And you are already having problems with that stupid place.
Yeah.
And trying to fix it and sell it. And then it just like blows the roof off and you're trying to like deal with insurance.
Exactly. Yep.
And now, like in that moment, you're like, man, this is never going to end. And it's so hard to get through those days. But now that it's nearly March of 2026, you do like, you're like, well, that's kind of over and done with. And it wasn't that hard to get through.
It's almost a non-issue now. It still is an issue because we have to pay the HOA fees that, they've been, by the way, if you're a lawyer out there and you want to read some HOA bylaws and gather some angry residents to sue an HOA, hit me up, otqboys@gmail.com.
We'll coach you for free.
Bro, yeah, like I can't wait to sell that thing. And if you're looking to buy a condo, hit me up too.
Yeah. Dude, is it fixed or no?
No, dude, no. I'm not even gonna go into it on the podcast. I'll share it offline, but it has been a total disaster. But anyways, that was H1 2025, and now we're H1 2026. And although that is still ongoing, things are better, undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Things are up and right. Everything in general is up and right.
Dude, I want to know where Danny's going to live in the coming year or so, like with everything he's got going on. I've no, like, it's kind of, I feel like if I'm you, I'm a little like anxious about like what my future looks like for sure in terms of like where I live and stuff,
Yeah, the anxiousness part of it and the uncertainty hasn't really hit yet. Like we gotta get fee matched first to her program, and then after that we're gonna figure out, go from there. But we'll have a year to prepare and everything. Whatever happens is gonna be fine. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be that guy, but I have too much going on in life. I'm like going well to really worry about it. So it's all good.
It's good. Your jobs are remote.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, you don't have to worry about your job.
Yeah.
Both of them are remote.
Yeah. Dude, what was the philosophical thing you guys were talking about?
Oh man, it's the old classic thing, like this too shall pass, no matter how good or as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's neither. No matter how good or as bad as they say you are, you're neither, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Just keep it between the lines, baby. What do you think about that, Scotty?
The best way to know if you're having a bad day or not is go to your spouse at the end of the day and tell her the things in your head that you are upset about. Like, okay, like your top whatever. You're like, so many things happened. 4 things happened and I had a bad day. And then you go through them and you list them. And if your spouse is like, wow, like if she reacts and she says, that's a bad day, you're like, okay, I had a bad day. But if she reacts and she's fine, like she's just says, that you're overreacting, or she doesn't react at all. A lot of times when you verbalize what you're saying and how bad your day was, is not as bad as you think. You're like, wait, that wasn't that big of a deal. She's like, is that it? Like Alex has literally said to me, is that it? And I'm like,
okay, what did you tell her where she said that?
Huh?
When did you go to Alex and you're like, this is what's in my brain today? And when did she say it? What are the things that you told her that she was like, is that it?
It's normally in my day job with Scarce Lawn Care, and things happen in threes. It's very weird. I will have like a mower breakdown on a Monday morning, and then a tire an hour later will blow on the road, and then a machine will break down, and like 3 things will happen. And then an employee will get mad at me, and I'll have a hard conversation, and then I'll figure out I was late on a bill, and I get a late fee. And I had like 5 things happen, and I go home to Alex and I tell her these things. I don't have like a specific time example, but it happens all the time where I feel like I have a day where my brain's going to explode. And then I have 50 text messages to respond to. But it's not just me. Everyone has these days. Everyone is this busy. You two are just as busy. It's just different worlds. And then you go home, and when I tell my spouse these things and she says, "Is that it?"
I could see that.
I'm usually just like, yeah, that is it. And I'm okay. I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It always seems worse in your head when it's a bunch of little things. And it's always just a bunch of little things. Unless it's actually a big thing. Sometimes it is a big thing.
Yeah.
That's my feeling.
Knowing Alex is a personality, I could definitely see you coming home and you're like upset about something like that happened at work. You're like, man, that was like horrible. And she would just be like, that's it. Like that's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. It's good stuff.
The Stoic philosopher Seneca, by the way, Seneca Saturdays, highlights that our fears and anxieties and overthinking often cause greater torment than actual real world events. I'm looking for the exact quote, but basically saying we suffer more often in our imagination than in reality. I think that's the quote.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's essentially what I said. A lot more philosophical. What I said, philosophical.
Well, he is a philosophizer.
Yeah, he is. Dude, I was like, when I was overseas, I was really stressing out. I thought I like completely blew my build, just like having a pretty like rough week of training. So I don't know, like I kind of thought of that just coming off that, but like then I had to go work out today and I was like, everything's fine. So yeah, I think, sometimes I over exaggerate things going on in my life and like I start spiraling and then turns out everything's fine. So
yeah, it's human nature.
It's human nature, man. Dude, I got a crazy story from running in Portugal that's like a little PG-13, but I think like I can share it on the pod.
Okay.
I don't know. Have I heard this?
No, I don't think I told you this. I told Ashley. I mean, I won't like describe what I saw, but I'll like say what I saw, if that makes sense. It's like a little inappropriate, but anyway, so
Can we
like
play charades?
Huh?
Let's play charades. Describe
it out.
Dude, I guess I could act it out. But like, well, people would have to be like watching though. Okay.
Everybody, tune into your phone on Spotify.
You want me to act this out?
Or YouTube.
Yeah. Send it.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to play 2 different roles here because there's me and someone else involved.
Cool. Yeah, do it. Role play.
Okay. So this is me. Okay.
Cool. He's jogging.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, so I'm jogging, right? And then I look over, and then I want to lower the camera. Yeah, it is because of that. Okay, so I look over. Dude is like, he's like in running clothes, like tarps off, and his running shorts are just like halfway down his like thighs, and he's just like he's got it all out on the path. And I was like, the people were just like running by, and he like didn't look like he was like out of his mind or anything. He looked like a pretty normal dude. And I was like, is he trying to like go pee in front of all these people or like what? And I was like, I don't know what's going on here. So that wasn't on my bingo card on the run, but yeah.
Did you see his little dinky wink?
Yeah. Like majorly. Like he wasn't like everyone running by could see it. It's a very busy path. So I couldn't believe it. Yeah.
Was it a nude path?
No. Well, that's why I was like, I wonder if there's a new beach around here or something, but there definitely wasn't.
A nude path.
Yeah.
Dude, Europe is different, bro.
Europe hits different.
Yeah. On my honeymoon in Barcelona, we're like, oh, let's go check out this beach. And it was like, yeah, it was a rated R beach for sure. So yeah, we turned right around. Not a honeymoon activity.
Dude,
that's the perfect honeymoon activity.
Depends on the relationship.
Grant was telling me that they were, I think it was when they went to Spain. They went to Spain with no kids. And they were on a nude beach and they didn't know it. There's like a family beach, and then like in between two family beaches, there's a nude beach. And Grant said, I was like, did you go to the nude beach? He was like, yeah, for sure, bro. And he just, dude, he said, I was like, did you take your pants off? He said, yeah, for sure, bro. He just sent it, walked around butt naked.
I don't have the confidence to do that. There's no way.
I would be so insecure.
Yeah.
Dude, when else are you going to be able to do that?
Yeah.
You know?
You're right. That's a great point, Danny. You want to go together, me and you?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's all three go. We'll shoot some content.
On the nude beach? We'll just censor the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole screen's blurred.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole screen's blurred. Yeah, that's funny.
I've been to a nude beach. I'm pretty sure I was like 8.
They were 8 with your family?
Is that legal?
It's questionable. But we were on the Disney cruise and we stopped at some
on the Disney cruise.
Yeah.
On the Disney cruise.
You stop at like some islands around there. I don't know. I guess it was the old route because maybe it was a little more old school back then and freewheeling back in it would have been 2001-ish. Yeah, we went there and we came, we saw, and we moved on. So
dang.
Yeah. You want to play charades on what you saw?
No, I mean
it is what it is. Dude, I don't know if you guys, do you have any running topics? Because I had something me and Scotty talked about today. If you guys didn't have anything.
We don't have to talk about running.
Oh, okay.
We haven't started yet. We're only 20 minutes in.
Yeah.
We talked a little running.
Talked about nude beaches and
hard times.
Scotty, I feel like you had a topic.
I did. I don't know if it's podcast worthy. I want it to be, but sometimes when I have ideas, they just don't make sense when you verbalize them. But we could try.
Let's feel it out.
All right. If it sucks, we'll just move on. You'll say it sucks and it won't hurt my feelings. Okay.
Okay.
So I talked with Eric Floberg after his
name drop.
Yes. Shout out. I'll see you in a couple hours, Eric. When I talked to him after his Austin Marathon weekend, Nick Bear has had a like pretty intense life transformation with his faith. And that has like rubbed off on like how he leads people, and then they just had Tony left BPN, which is a huge culture shift.
Huge loss. Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that, like to give any insight of why or whatever. I think everything's fine. But when Eric said when he was in Austin, he talked with Nick about they had like a team meeting, and Nick just said a bunch of stuff, and essentially what Eric came away with was how he was so impressed and so shocked that Nick was so good at what we say is blocking out the haters. Like, it's like a funny saying is blocking out the haters, but truly Nick has like an insane amount of haters. Everybody thinks he's juicing.
True.
Everybody thinks like there are like on Let's Run, there are rumors about him having affairs and like all of this stuff, crazy accusations. And of course, he's like one of the biggest names in running, his brand, right? And he has a massive team and a very successful business and stuff. And then he just gave his life to the Lord, and he's very serious about that all of a sudden. And so what I was thinking is basically my thought process behind this is not making such a big deal about not only haters, but the way you process how you talk about people. And I had an example, like instead of like your competition, there's like Danny said, what did you say in the chat? You're like, there's a time to punch up, you said, right?
Yeah.
There's a time to punch up, and then there's a time to not punching up is
yeah. I'll just say what I said. I'm like, there's a there is a time to punch up, like, right? So if we we talk about loosely talk smack about other podcasts that are bigger than us. I don't think we've ever done it like on air.
Not the
But
running
it's like,
effect though. Love you, Dom.
yeah, the running effect. And I think it's okay though, if we criticize something that's just like, punching up. And then I think also there is a time and a place for that. Whereas if you just go out and openly start talking bad about your competition, it makes you look pretty insecure, right?
Yeah.
So it's a balancing act. I think criticism's valid. I also think that it's only valid when it's like warranted, maybe. So
it's also not making a big deal. If Danny comes to me and he says, Scotty, I don't like the way that you talk to guests when you're tired at the end of the day, and I want you to take things more seriously. Instead of me getting upset about that, this is totally like
hypothetical.
I just made this up. This is hypothetical. Just using Danny. Danny is the only one who would have the balls to call somebody out about something like that. If he's bothered by something, he would do it. And instead of me like taking that information, talking to Alex, getting upset about it, I just hit it straight on, and I'm just, Danny, you know what? You're probably right, and I'm going to work on that. And then just burying it, making not a big deal. If someone's not attacking your character, don't make big deals out of things that aren't big deals. That's where that people just make such big deals. You get cut off in traffic and you feel like you got to like tell your wife about it when you get home, and it's just not a big deal, right? Like in my business, in my day job, I tell my employees this as a breath of fresh air for them. When they wreck a truck, break a piece of equipment, get a mower stuck in a ditch, I just tell them, they call me, they're super upset, and the first thing I ask is, are you hurt? And I've never had an answer where they say, yes, I'm hurt. So when they say, no, I'm not hurt, I'm fine, everything's fine, I say, okay, like, talk me through what happened. And I tell them, I said, as long as it can be fixed with a reasonable amount of money, as long as the monetary value is reasonable to fix the situation, then it's not a big deal, and just move on. That's what I've learned in my business. And you can take that in any aspect of your life, right?
Yeah. And there was another theme here that I want to pull on, and it was criticism, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe just like smack talking. So what's your opinion on that? Because I think I know you're going with the Nick Bear thing. There's this Run Later Instagram account that has all the memes of the Go One More. And it's absolutely hilarious. I follow it and I laugh at every single one. But it's like, because the BPN hybrid athlete culture has proliferated so much that it's just like all the same person, just like over and over again, doing the same thing. And I guess like when things become super popular like that, these things happen in waves, right?
Yeah. For sure.
Like I'm trying to think of another example. Like someone gets like, what's a fad? Like
CrossFit, High Rocks. I mean, in fitness.
Yeah. Okay. CrossFit. Yeah. Someone does CrossFit. It's a new cool thing. You enter a competition, then everyone's doing CrossFit, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, CrossFit. Like you see it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And I think it's just kind of like a natural cycle of, these things happen with celebrities too. Celebrities get built up and brought down, and then they'll be built up again eventually. But yeah, no, I think that's what you're pulling on though, Scotty, is like, oh, right now, like BPN is not popular. And all these BPN athletes that are, kind of lifted each other up into popularity in a lot of ways, and kind of united in this like, fraternity or whatever it looks like from the outside, aren't used to being, just like trolled on social media all the time, because it's now turned into, oh, is a BPN guy? Oh, like, lame, we're going to troll him. So I think that's where a lot of this is coming from. Do you think, Scotty, or
no? Maybe are you talking about with Nick ignoring haters? Like, Is that what you're talking
I
about?
think that's
Or
probably where the conversation came from. Why he like had the conversation.
I think that
don't you?
he's had haters from day one. I could see that happening. People making like getting sick of like hybrid. I am not, but I definitely could see that being a trend, and I think I hear people getting sick of that, like just buff men and hybrid athletes.
I
I
think
don't
like
necessarily.
yeah.
What's up?
I think like the true marathoners that are like not worried about like getting like yoked or anything. They just like want to run fast in the marathon or like like their main focus is like running fast and they like lift only with the purpose of like running fast and like getting toned versus like getting like yoked and putting on weight the guy we had just you guys just interviewed, Trevor, like
Trevor. Yeah.
he's going for both, bro, which like respect. He's really fast and he can lift a ton. But I think the pure like runners, that is probably like a large portion of our audience. Like that's definitely the group of people that likes to attack the hybrid group. Like there's kind of two separate
Yeah.
groups where you have the people that are like serious about both, and then you have like just the pure runners, and like the pure runners love attacking the hybrid people and cracking jokes. So.
Danny, I think you're kind of touching on this, or maybe you were just trying to get me to finish this sentence, but my point in that world is people have been saying this forever, but who cares? If somebody if somebody wants to be a hybrid athlete and they're a 3:10 marathoner and we're 2:37 and faster, the three of us, there's no way that any three of us should have a chip on our shoulder to say that we are in any way better. You would never verbalize that, but somewhat in my head, sometimes I think that. And I'm just like straight up trying to be self-aware here. I'm not talking about anybody else. I'm just blaming myself here, but I just want to stop in any way, shape, or form caring about the judgment side of things, but instead just being excited for people to be doing things that are, well, especially in the fitness space. I love to encourage people that are in the fitness space. But Danny, like you talked about Waffle Wednesday. There's 8 guys plus yourself in doing waffles. And this week, Danny literally chose one positive thing to respond to every single waffle that he watched. And that's the exact example, or that's the exact thing I'm just trying to say. It's like, just find a positive thing in each person's journey that you can make them feel good about it, instead of talking to your friends and being like, oh dude, like, I heard that so-and-so is maybe on, steroids or whatever, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Are you saying Nick Bear's on steroids, bro?
I don't think he is.
That's what I got from that whole conversation. No, I'm kidding. I think, good point, man. Yeah,
it's cheesy and it's cringy, but if Sam Meredith would say it's corny, whenever Sam says, I know this is corny, I love what he has to say next.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really fun to clap back at the haters like every time we get like a funny comment and you just like want to drop like something like crazy on them. That's like so freaking fun to like laugh at that and like say something funny, but it's usually not the best route. But it is fun to respond for sure.
Yeah, we do not block out the haters at Life in Stride. We let them in.
It's not even haters. Like, you don't, Nick Bear, he says he doesn't have time to talk to the haters.
Right.
That's what Rogan says too. Yeah.
It's more you talking about other people is what I'm kind of touching at.
Hey, we used to dream about haters, bro. There was early podcasts where we were like, we want the haters. Like that means we made it. And
I just want to say for the record, I love BPN.
Yeah.
So do I.
Good. It's good for, it's like, generally speaking, it is like good for the sport, good for the program for sure. Like positive, positive, like content, positive message. Yeah.
So what if everyone in Austin, Texas runs a 3:10 marathon and wears a red Go One More hat?
Yeah.
It's good for the culture.
And they are in the top 3% of the entire world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe higher.
Yeah.
I mean,
Brady Homer's sick of it, bro.
I love Brady. That's fun though. I mean, it's playful. I think that's okay. I think it's okay.
As long as it's not nasty. There is fun. I talked about this on the run this morning. There are two types of people that like talk crap. They're like the people that talk crap, then laugh and, get your neck in their arm and they're like, come here, I love you, buddy. And then there's the people that like talk crap and you don't know if they're joking or not.
Yeah.
And you're like, did that go too far? And then a day later, he's like, nah, dude, I'm joking. There's, be the guy that like, if you're going to talk crap, one, make sure the person can take it. And two, be fun loving about it.
I think that you're the guys in St. Louis, let's just say like there's certain groups and like, depending on who's there, or it's like, you know what, you better have some thick skin coming into that run because that's the way that the boys show love is they're going to absolutely rip. But I think that's true though. And I think that you just have to figure out like sometimes that's the group you're with and get ready. You better be prepared to dish it back because like that's the only way you're surviving.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So, and I think that's okay. As long as it's good spirited.
Yeah. This isn't a one-way street. Like what I'm saying here, there's definitely a time and place for it. There's a great verse in the Bible. It says this is like totally a stretch, but it basically just goes through every scenario. It says like there's a time to dance and there's a time to rest, there's a time to mourn, there's a time to laugh. It just goes through like all the emotions and there's basically a time for everything. And yeah, when you're with your buddies, there's a time to cut up and there's a time to make your mom jokes that you can't make in front of some people. And then when you're with some people, you don't make the your mom jokes, right?
Dude, people attack Scotty pretty hard with the your mom jokes, like I would say.
People think my mom is hot.
Yeah, people do. So that's
My mom listens to this podcast.
Does she?
Does she?
My mom and dad both do sometimes, yeah.
Really? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. and Mrs. Scarce, if you're listening to this, I love you.
My dad listens to a couple, actually. He listens to a decent amount of these.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He watches the YouTube too. He commented on it.
So does Kara, my stepmom-in-law.
Stepmother-in-law.
Think about that one 3 times fast.
Stepmother-in-law.
I didn't say it. I said think about it.
Oh, think about it. Oh, I just thought about it.
I thought about it. I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it?
On
wife, stepmom.
On the BPN topic, I saw a ad for Go Gels today where Nick's got like definitely a way of talking about things. And he was, Go Gels are like they're easy on the stomach compared to like gels that have like the classic like maltodextrin like that cause GI distress and like which is I think is debatable. I've seen reels that say real food gels actually cause like more GI distress, but then like the lab like carbs fuel like lab created stuff versus like
they're just horrible for you, but
they might not be good for you, but like technically people have differing opinions on that, which like is fine. But what I was thinking was I am constantly seeing new gel companies like coming out, and I like at this point I gotta think like it is such a high risk time to like come into the running nutrition world unless you have like a like groundbreaking like totally new product like Nomeo. Right, like Nomeo is one of those products totally unique to the space, good metrics behind it, works well, like nothing like it yet. But like if you're just coming in with like a fairly generic gel, it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty high risk situation at this point in time. Like it's so there's too many companies that are already doing that. So I don't know. It's a tough time to come into the running nutrition space, I would say.
I agree, but this is America.
Yeah.
Podcasts are also saturated.
So our landscape businesses, incredibly saturated.
True. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, that's a fair rebuttal that I didn't think of. So
no, I'm with you though. It does seem like as people get more interested and curious about the science behind some of these products like Nomeo, it does seem like Nomeo, for example, kind of created its own category. And I think that's really interesting as a business strategy of like, how could we do lactic buffering without being a bicarb, right? So natural foods. And I think that they've done a really good job of marketing that way. So they have like, their website is like a masterclass, and I think, and just like making a landing page. If you've ever looked at it, they have all this science and fancy charts and like performance.
Hey, Danny.
It's great.
Yep.
Yes, Scotty.
Yes, Scotty.
You know what else is a masterclass and a landing page?
Yes.
Suckmyguttersclean.com.
Yeah, dude. That really is. I'm going to, that's great.
Dude, our landing page is pretty good too, though.
Yeah, I want to make some updates to it. I'm working on that.
Someone actually
all your free time.
Yeah, someone sent us an email. The guy that was like helping.
It's Josh.
It's dude, some dude named Shanley McMillan. I don't know.
That's Josh's wife, dude.
Oh, Josh's wife is doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. No way. Josh might come film, do like a little documentary style thing for McKirdy for me. So we're trying to work it out. So we'll see. That'd be pretty cool though. He's pretty good with the camera. So
Josh's wife is doing some copywriting for the website. So
really? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the best man. Dude, should we talk about some running or no?
Yeah, let's talk about
5 minutes of running.
So this is what I want to talk about. That might be like somewhat interesting. People, Scotty was like trying to, well, we were filming and I was kind of on the spot. Scotty was like, what should my goal be for Bayshore? And I said 232. And I'm curious, maybe Danny and then Scotty, if you have any comments on. And so my reasoning was that I think that sub 230, like, because I like what Bromka said. He was like, you need to make like real goals. I hate when people just like go on social media and like, or say like, oh, I want to break 230. I want to break 220. I want to break 225, like solid round numbers. And like, it's like not totally realistic. Granted, I think Scotty maybe could break 230 at Bayshore if everything goes great. So I don't want to like say it's not possible, but I think 230 is like first of all, like a big jump, like a reasonable jump.
Yeah.
And it's also like, it's a very real goal. So that's, I think, it's like aggressive enough, but not like so aggressive that it's like not realistic. So
I just want to put it into perspective. 557 pace. You ran 236, right, Scotty? 557 pace down to 548 pace average.
Yeah. So it is aggressive. Yeah. But it's
for
not
what
like
it's worth, Danny, I never said what time I wanted to run. I just asked Chris what I should run.
Yeah.
I know that
think
this
230 is feasible for me.
I know this is coming from Chris, so I want to break it open a little more. Like, dude, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, it is.
It felt like a mountain of time. It felt like a $5 foot long with ham, turkey, and bacon of time. You feel me? To go from 239 to 236.
Yeah.
Do you think you can get there, Scotty? Like that's
Yeah, absolutely. If I can stay healthy and be consistent, no doubt.
So that's how many months out are we talking?
Danny, you said it best. I think before Houston, you said, Scotty, you've been in 235 shape for 2 years.
Yeah, you've been in 235 shape for 2 years.
I just can't put it together, and I finally put it together. So I'm
let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 months. Memorial Day is
Monday is like 12 weeks out. So that's like block starts Monday. Yeah.
Monday is 12 weeks out. I guess you're in better shape than Houston right now, right?
I think so. Genuinely, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been doing fast stuff that I couldn't touch. I couldn't even touch it because it gave me pain everywhere.
How are you gonna get him there, Chris? Like, what's your? Because that's a lot of time.
Yeah, I think. Well, when I think about that, like if Scotty were to go out and just run like 548 pace for as long as he possibly could right now, I think he can get to 20 to 22, maybe 20, 21. And then we just have to find like the last 5 miles is the thing, right? So what do you think?
I mean, that's 30 minutes of running.
Yeah. So it's a lot. But like, I think that's, the thing, we have like 12 weeks to like find the last 30 minutes of running. So I think like we're going to have like probably over half the build, over 80 miles, probably or like 85 average, like back half or like in the meat of the build. I mean, I mean, well, you were kind of running that before Houston, so
For 3
yeah,
weeks.
yeah, and like we're just gonna have to get a little more aggressive on the long
Yeah.
runs. I would say the progression runs need to get higher, the steady paces need to get, or like the volume of those needs to be longer. I
The
would say
fun thing that I've seen is I haven't been wearing my heart rate monitor on easy. I've just been having fun. But I've been wearing my monitor on long runs, and my heart rate at like 615 to 610 is the lowest it's ever been. It was in the 151 or 152 at like 605, 610. And then at 550 it was 165. And I've never ever had that low of heart rate in the 550s. So
Yeah. It's a good sign.
and it was a perfect day, no wind, 32 degrees.
It's okay. It still counts. Dude,
Yeah.
I think that's an aggressive goal. I like it. I mean, the more we talk about it, the more it makes sense. I like how you put it in that perspective, Chris, of we really just have to find the last 5 miles. I will say that that's like 9 seconds a mile. Don't call me a hater or a doubter, but that's a big jump, man. In
big.
let's see, that's essentially 4 months between Houston and Bayshore. Like,
I myself wanted 234 to 233.
I like the aggressive goal. I think you should absolutely train at 232 because even if you go out on 232 pace, like let's say you go through half at 116 flat, it's like in Bayshore, you could easily make it to 22 in that race and just figure out a way to hold on to 615 pace. Like if you really break down, and still PR pretty.
You know
heavily.
who I might have to run with me?
Joe
Joe Greer.
Oh yeah.
He's
That'd be
barely been
sick.
training though, so I don't know, but we'll see. I mean, I hope he can, but
I wish him the best, man. I would love to run with him.
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
I think like for you, like the half marathon speed, like your current half PR is like already there for running that fast. It's just like
Yeah.
it's just like raising the threshold and just we need to like get the aerobic level on par with like your 5K, 10K half marathon speed. So
yeah.
that's what we're gonna have to really focus on. So
Let's go.
but we're
We'll see
there.
how it goes.
It's gonna go, man. It's gonna go.
see how
I
it
wonder
goes.
if Chris out there has any more bibs for my boy Brad Pierce.
He did. He said he had 2.
Is Brad jumping in?
Well, he was talking about doing like a marathon time trial if the wait list didn't work out for Bayshore. So I'm hoping Bayshore
cool.
works out.
Us as coaches, because of how many people want to race that all the way, always, we just need to buy bibs day of registration, always.
Dude, we got to do like a Sutherland marathon.
Dude, yeah.
Gosh.
I would be fast.
Totally do that. But that place does not like people.
Yeah.
How did Thunderstrike go? Did y'all get kicked out?
No. There was a cop that drove through, though.
Nice.
They got
Somebody
kicked out.
called.
They got kicked off KCD's track though.
We did.
Yeah.
We got a private rich boy school kicked off by the facilities manager. He was not happy.
Dude, that's kind of gangster. You know what I mean? Like running is the new skateboarding. Skateboarders used to go and get kicked out of places, and now we're like grown adults breaking into high school tracks and getting kicked off.
For what it's worth, the gates have been unlocked for years, and this dude comes up to me and he goes, "Someone." I said, "Well, the gates were open." I was being like as respectful as I could while towing the line of being disrespectful. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's a fine line.
And he comes. There was like 10 of us there, and I ran around the track because I wanted to talk to him, and I was like, "Hey guys, good morning," and they're like, "You can't be here." I was like, "Oh, okay." And, I went on and I said, "Well, the gates are all open. All 4 gates are always open, wide open, and they have been forever." And he said, "No, they're always locked, and someone forgot to lock them last night." I said, "No, they've been unlocked for at least 4 years since I started running."
They have been. That's true. That's true.
He was like, "No, they haven't. Get off the track." I was like, okay.
But the workout was finished, which is good.
We did. We finished like the last 200 as he was coming on the track. So
Nice. Great timing.
Beautiful.
You going back next week then?
I might.
Yeah, I don't know. Then they might call the cops and it might get annoying.
I'm
I mean,
picturing
it's
like Filch from Harry Potter with the dark lantern and like a cat, coming
Yeah.
up and be like, "You cannot run here."
if we get called by the cops, or if the cops get called, I'd be like, honestly though, feel like you don't want to mess with KCD.
Yeah, they would. I mean, we could use St. Francis and Goshen, but I mean, for people that live in Oldham County or the East End, not that bad. But for like Sam Meredith, yeah, that's a long drive. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Danny, you got a sick track.
What,
Yeah.
Chris? What's your goal for McKirdy? Have we talked about this? Sub 220.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually talking to Stotterman about this on the phone too. I think like it's going to be tough. I don't know what the pace groups are going to be like. I know there will be an OTQ group. There's several guys entered that are faster than that are going for like 210 to 213. And then, Ryan Carney's in it. I think he was 229 low at Indy, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason I always think he was 228 high, but I'm pretty sure it's 229 low. And correct me if I'm wrong, Ryan. And uh yeah, so like I'm a little I've been messaging like a couple guys on Instagram have told me they're going for like 218 to 19 range. So hopefully I can have like a small pack. But I think I want to race pretty aggressively, just with it being a flat loop, like bottles, like just an ideal situation. And just having like Boston in my back pocket a few weeks later. So I'm probably gonna go out like a little too fast and just see what happens. Like go through in like 69 flat, 69.15 and just like see what happens. Like even
Are
if it
you
doesn't
afraid to
hurt.
wake up in the ER?
No, no, no. My kid won't be here yet. So I mean
Dude,
like I think I was thinking about this too today. Like in this like quest for OTQ, like I have a ton of time to drop still. Like realistically, it's like probably like my chances like on paper, like I'm not saying I'm like not even remotely giving up, like I'm all in on it, but like my chances on paper with my current PR are like less than 50% probably. And I need to run like, under 220 to make those chances go higher. So I think in the quest to OTQ, there's probably going to be several races that like I go out pretty fast and I blow up. That's just like the reality of like going for much faster times than I've ever ran.
Yeah.
So I have to kind of accept that and just, hopefully, like if you guys remember Mike Darren, there was like he OTQ'd in like Atlanta in like 2020, but like the whole build up to the race, he had like 4 races probably where he like went out on pace and then ran like 2:45, just like 10-minute miles the last few miles. And then he finally like put it together at Indy one year and got in. So I'm kind of accepting like maybe my pacing strategy won't be like perfect every race, like or conducive to like me running the best time I can, but like I'm gonna have to race pretty aggressively to like chip time away at this thing. So yeah, so I'm like, if I go out in 69 and come back and run 225, like whatever, like I'm gonna keep going out really fast and just like hope it sticks one day. So like, cause like me running 220, like it gets me like a PR, but like a really, I don't know, like I want to make like big gains towards it. So
You know what they say?
no, I don't know.
Oh, you keep throwing the baloney at the school ceiling and eventually it'll stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
they do say that.
They do say that. There's a lot of different variations of that phrase for sure.
I think Kipchoge said that.
Yeah, yeah, Kipchoge said that at Oxford for sure. When he visited.
Oxford. Did Kipchoge go to Oxford?
Yeah, he like gave a speech at Oxford, I think, once.
He's probably like a honorary doctorate of Oxford or whatever they do. Kanye West had one of those. Anyways, Chris, I want to talk more about your training. Are you doing like, you said you're doing more critical velocity stuff. Is the point of that to get it that becomes eventually your threshold pace?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Like oh man. I'm trying not to say like uh I've like
Dude, so am I. I'm not kidding.
it's tough. It's tough. I go back and listen and I definitely hear it. So I'm trying my best, dude. I'm trying to get in my head. Yeah, essentially the point is right now to make that my half marathon pace.
Yeah.
So we're trying to lower the half marathon pace because my aerobic level is there for sure. Like I put in huge weeks, like big long runs, all of that, right? But my 5K, my road 5K is probably between like 15 flat and like 15:10. So,
Hmm.
and same with like, I don't know what my half marathon would be right now.
Yeah.
Maybe 107 low, something like that. But it needs to be around like 106 mid to like actually have a chance at a trials time, I would say. And that's kind of what Jacob told me too, which physically capable of doing that. He said like there is hope of that because I ran 14:25 in college. So like there is top end there that has been in my legs, in my cardiovascular system before where like I can reach speeds like that, but I just need to find that again because I've been like totally neglecting those kind of speeds for such a long time. So right
Is
now
that
we're like really trying to make what feels like my critical velocity pace right now more like my half marathon pace. So we're just hammering it.
yeah,
So yeah.
dude, that's awesome. Coach me like that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
pretty much hit my 10 by K workout at CV pace anyway, so I was running
Yeah, you did.
5:30 for this.
You sound so smart, Danny, when you say those acronyms. CV pace. I love it.
CV,
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
hot.
Critical velocity is like the pace you can run like a race for 30 to 40 minutes at. Like that's the easiest way to think of it.
Mm,
So it's like way faster than like what threshold should be your half marathon pace like is. So I don't know.
yeah.
Honestly, critical velocity makes me feel alive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fast for sure. Scotty, I gave you guys a nasty one this week. That was a true 5K
That's the
workout.
first time I felt lactic acid build that hard in a long time.
Yeah. 600. I gave them 600 meters at 5K pace, 45 seconds rest, 200 meters faster.
Dude, you know
like,
who was with us the whole time is Zach Rupert.
Really? I didn't know
Step
that.
for step, the whole workout, all sub 5.
Oh, that's impressive. Yeah.
That's
Very,
impressive.
very. Yeah.
Shout out Zach Rupert, bro.
We put him in the no-code chat, and he's been coming to like almost all the workouts.
Oh, let's go, dude.
I know. He's the perfect person. Like, that's what I want that chat to be. The people
Yeah.
that don't show up for runs and just use it as a social chat, leave.
We cannot kick Jamie Alburn out, though. He's the memes king. He's sending some quality D-Roni content.
Yeah, you need the memes guy in there.
I got to show this on the pod, the D-Roni playing Quidditch for Slytherin. That's a classic. That's an all-time classic. Yeah, here we go.
Dude, that is so good.
Yeah.
Dude, D is so disconnected. D, if you're hearing this, here's your Easter egg. And if you tell D to listen to this, you're a narc. I don't like you. This is your Easter egg, D. D said, how does anyone even have time for that, to make that? I'm like, D. He said, hey, ChatGPT, make me this guy from this picture on a Team Slytherin with a broom flying, playing Quidditch. And he's like,
yeah, that was it.
And the picture's there.
Yeah. And D was like, what? You can do that?
Like, my beef with ChatGPT is every time you ask it to make a thumbnail or make a photo with you in that way, it always changes your face a little bit and you can't use it. Because people are going to be like, who is this guy? Like, it looks a little bit different than you. So,
dude, I got another image of D that I can't show on the podcast.
No, I saw that one too. Definitely
not. I said that to me, Scotty. I'm curious. Strig, if you upload a picture of your face now to ChatGPT, like the same thread, it's probably going to put a mustache back on it. Don't you think?
probably will. ChatGPT remembers prior conversations you've had. I'll ask it about something with running, and it's like, oh, no, knowing that you're training for a 220 marathon, like, and I was like, how did you remember?
You use the same thread. I open a new conversation like every time I
open a new conversation. Yeah, but it still remembers.
Oh wow, huh?
Super weird.
Cool things. Yeah, dude. All right, McKirdy's going to be a movie. You have Boston a couple weeks after that. Scotty, you're racing the Triple Crown of running, right? And then pacing Alex at Boston. Then you've got Bayshore after that. Look out for my friend Dylan Bell's out there. He's I ran with him today at the Arch Run. He's a 216 guy. And of course, he's chasing the trial. So he wants to absolutely send it at Bayshore. I think he'd get the win. I think the winner last year ran, what,
220 high.
220 high? Oh, okay.
It'll probably be faster this year, just with the OTQ getting closer. And I think Bayshore is getting like some really good.
Shout out episode 240, Mr. Dylan Bells.
Yeah. Go
awesome,
back and listen.
I really enjoyed that one.
Me too. You're a great guy.
Dylan, if you're listening, we're going to have you back on soon.
He listens to everyone, I think he said. So
shout out Dylan Bells. Here's your Easter egg.
Yeah.
So he was talking about DEANA Castor's training and how she would run ultra high mileage, but then take a down week in between each high mileage week. So it would be like, it would build up. She'd bump up to 120 and then run 90, and then bump up to 130 and then run 90, and bump up to 140, then run like 110, and then 140, and then, so, and then she would taper to like 80, 80, 80. And I think her last 80 was on race week, including the marathon. And I was like, Dylan, you need to do that training. I'm like, I don't think he's ever gotten up and like above 120. Maybe I'm wrong, Dylan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think he's like very consistently in the hundreds. I'm like, imagine the unlock if he could, run healthily, that super high mileage, and just put some down weeks in between. I mean, that's a really kind of cool way to finagle it, I think.
Even Julie kind of does that. Here's the Strava graph.
Yeah, even Julie did that exact thing. Yeah. That's what brought it up. Actually, we were talking about Ethan on a run this morning, and we were breaking down his training. Yeah.
Yeah, Ethan really like ebbs and flows for sure. He has really high like workload weeks, and then he'll run like 100, 210 with less intensity. So kind of interesting ways.
200?
No, 100, like 100 to 115 on the lower weeks.
100 to TO.
Yeah, TO. Yeah.
Which I think that's like pretty intuitive. Like it's a super intuitive way to think about it. If you're training, I mean, he was being loosely coached by Isaac, what's his name in Provo, and Wood, yeah. And you think about it, you come off like a hard week. It's not super natural for your body to like be ready to just go stack another hard week. Like down weeks are there for a reason. But yeah, I kind of like that. I think that's super interesting.
Yeah, it is.
But I'm trying to get Dylan to do a YouTube series about his like DEANA Castor training cycle, chasing the OTQ, because this will be his third one that he's going for. So
he would be great on YouTube. I think people would definitely watch that.
I think he's been making some stuff. So yeah, you should check it out.
A sneaky little podcast too.
Yeah, he does.
For his runners. Do you guys have? I got a like little Portugal non-running story to wrap. Unless you guys have any other topics,
send it and let's wrap.
All right, so we watched this food show called Somebody Feed Phil on Netflix, and the guy that wrote Seinfeld, he's like a comedy writer. His name's Phil. Always 7 minutes late guy. Dang, that's crazy work, bro. That title that you guys gave me, that had to be Scotty, bro.
No, Scotty.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was definitely 7 minutes late to our 10 a.m. start today. So that was pretty pathetic by me for sure. Anyway, so we watched this food show. He travels all over the world, eats the cuisine. He's like a big foodie. He's like got a really good like comedy personality because he's a comedy writer. So he's a lot of fun. So he went to Lisbon on the show, and he went to this seafood restaurant. You have to like take the ferry from Lisbon across the river to this small town across the river. And they have this like, what makes it kind of famous is they have this kind of like pier, like a cobblestone pier that like goes out into the river, and there's no guardrails or anything. So you're like sitting like right on the water, like no safety, nothings. So, which is interesting. And it's a fish restaurant, obviously. And we get there. My in-laws and Ashley like don't really like fish. I got salmon. It was delicious.
Smoked?
And yes, grilled salmon. It was good. And my mother-in-law saw that there was pork ribs on the menu. So she was like, okay, I want the pork ribs. And she asked the waiter, are they barbecue ribs? And the waiter got like legit offended that she asked. And he goes, this isn't America. We don't do barbecue ribs here. It's in Portuguese sauce. And I thought that was so funny that he seemed like a little bit upset about that she even asked that. So yeah, I thought that was funny that she kind of offended the waiter asking if they were barbecue ribs. So
Did you? Yeah, it's another thing, man. Like Europeans, they're different, bro.
yeah,
If you're in Europe and you're listening to this, I love you, and I'm
yeah,
gonna be there in June.
I will
I'm gonna
say,
be there in September.
yeah, it's Scotty's first time outside the U.S. and Mexico, right?
I feel like that's getting offended at little stuff like that is like that's something that would happen in like a Spain or Italy or something. You know what I mean? I feel like those are the countries where it's like people are kind of sensitive to that stuff. Maybe France too.
We
But
ran
like in
into
England, I feel like they don't care. They would just laugh at you and probably make fun of you.
Yeah, we ran into a couple like kind of not very pleasant people in Spain for sure. They're like kind of public, like government type workers, like at the train station and stuff. So,
Yeah,
but I don't know. They just
just
are
like
very
hate tourists. Yeah.
Did you try love bombing them, Chris? Giving them a big old hug and smooch?
No, I just acted like I wasn't with our group and just avoided the awkwardness, like stayed 10 feet away.
Like COVID taught us that, bro.
Yeah, I like to avoid any stressful situations for sure.
Chris there's a spectrum of, I talked about this on my run this morning too. There's a spectrum of conflict avoidance in percentage. Danny probably approaches conflict with, I would say, 74%. I would say I'm just below the middle, maybe 45, 50 maybe. Striegel is 0.00%.
100%. Yeah. Or 100% agree. 100% agree that it's 0%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not a big conflict guy, which is funny because my old job involved a lot of conflict. So,
does this one too.
no, this one's pretty chill, dude. This one's
All right,
pretty
boys.
chill.
I could talk to you for 3 hours, but at the end of the day,
We need to do it. We keep talking about doing it, but we got to do it sometime.
let's do it on a weekend.
But yeah,
Let's do it on a weekend at noon.
Okay.
Yeah, midday weekend would be good. I was gonna say evening, weekend, 3 hour.
We need to have some. Actually, do we need topics? We had zero plan today.
Yeah.
True, we had zero plan. This
We
was
just let it fly.
We almost kept going. We easily could.
Oh, for sure. I could talk to you
I
guys all day.
really want to talk about how I don't like my haircut, but we're not going to.
Dude, our banter.
Wait, pull your hood down.
What? It's not that bad, but he left it long, like too long right here, and it like flops over. It doesn't look that bad because it's
It looks
dry
good. It looks good.
I think
now. It looks dry now, but I don't know. I didn't like it when it was wet.
Got the Peaky Blinders.
Not quite. It's actually faded.
the jet ski one was crazy work, dude.
Jet ski.
I forgot about that.
Dude, my hairdresser gives me a different haircut every time because I literally say, I don't care, bro. Like, it grows back and I don't care. I wear a hat 90% of the time. So he always just gives me a different haircut every time, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah. I like mine. I don't even say what I want. I just sit down and he does it. So it's good.
This is episode 254 of the Life in Stride podcast. How about this? Before 275, we will promise you a 3-hour banter episode.
That's in like 3 weeks.
No, it's not.
4 weeks.
We'll do it.
3 hours. You will have us for 3 hours, and it'll be good.
We got to figure out how to live stream it too.
Oh, it's pretty easy on here to live stream.
You could just give an audience, right? Or do you put it to YouTube?
You can put it to YouTube. Yeah. Or,
Let our tech
dude.
guy Chris do that.
yeah, it's pretty easy. I think, yeah, we have the capability to do that pretty easily.
Actually, I don't know if I want that pressure.
Me neither. It's easier. It's easier when it's the audience. When we did an audience here, the chat was so distracting.
Yeah, it was. I was just like going back and forth with Todd Banning the whole time.
It was fun,
dude.
though.
Dude, we gotta have like a call-in. If we could do like a call-in show where we like take calls from our listeners, that would be the best.
That would be funny.
They tell us their injury.
Like Felix calls in, we just like hear what Felix has to say
Ramsey
that day.
them. What's your household income?
Yeah, dude.
And we're like, what super shoes do you wear?
Yes.
Are you on the dog? Are you on the dog routine? They're like, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. Rice and beans and rice. You don't see the inside of a restaurant unless you work there. That's the Dave Ramseyism. I love that show, man. So funny.
All right, boys. This is about to be a 3-hour episode. I got to go pack.
All right. Enjoy Chicago.
Dang, huge flex. Eric Floberg name drop.
It's going to be fun.
Catch you on 254.
Adios.
Peace.
Bye.